Hello, I'm Miranda and welcome to Books 101. Today I am doing a thoughts on video for Allegiant by Veronica Roth. Yes, and I will take the dust cover off. Isn't this beautiful? I absolutely adore this cover. I won the final book in the Divergent trilogy in Fun's giveaway, and I actually got I think the American cover, which is so freaking awesome because I don't really like the Australian cover, and the American cover has the symbol, and I'm so happy, and it's really nice and in hardcover. In this video, I'm basically just gonna be talking about all the spoilers in Allegiant. If you haven't read Allegiant or you haven't read the Divergent trilogy, just go pick it up, okay? Just go pick it up and then come back and let's just talk spoilers for this book. Dear, if you haven't read the book. Okay, let's talk Allegiant. Where can I start in this book? The ending. I actually thought originally that something at the very end would happen to Tobis. I thought that he might die because when he went back to give the memory serum to his mum, I thought, oh, something's gonna happen here, you know, he might get shot, he might die. Because I originally thought, yeah, one of the main characters is gonna die. But Tris died. I was heartbroken when that happened. If a main character is quite rare in a book, usually, you know, not the main character will die, but the kind of second main character. But Tris died. When she died, oh my god, I was so angry that she went instead of Caleb. That kid should just be forever grateful to his sister. Like, I'm telling you. I chat more about the ending because I could just ramble on for this whole video about the ending. Let's chat more about the book in general. I actually really loved Allegiant. I really loved it better than Insurgent. I found it more straightforward. I found like I knew what I was reading and exactly when I was reading it. It was probably my second favourite. I still like Divergent, that's still on the top of the list. Then probably Allegiant, minus the ending kind of, and then Insurgent. Maybe you don't agree with me, but that's how I liked it. I was really happy when I got Four's point of view in this book, because Insurgent and Divergent are totally told from Tris's point of view, so it was really good to see Four's point of view, except it was quite similar to actually Tris's point of view. Okay, so let's chat about the outside world. Oh my goodness, it is just as fucked up as the inside. I was quite let down. Bureau of Genetic Welfare annoyed me so much. How they were using these people as an experiment. See who's like genetically pure and see who's genetically damaged. And apparently you're genetically pure, you're divergent. And if you're genetically damaged, you're like genetically damaged. And the gang actually went there. I felt so sorry for Tris. I'm like, oh my god, her whole world's been built on a lie. I mean, at this Bureau of Genetic Welfare place, they actually watch, you know, the people in the city, like freaking Big Brother. It so reminded me of Big Brother, except on like a much larger scale. Instead of just having a house, you have a whole freaking city. What really annoyed me about this place was that they were going on and on about being genetically pure and on about being genetically damaged. Were you shocked when you found out that Tris's mum actually came from this outside world and that she was actually put in there? I'm thinking, what else is Tris's mum hiding? Because, you know, we found out Virgin that she was actually dauntless, and then we found out all these other things about her. I'm thinking, what else is Tris's mum hiding? It's actually kind of annoying because there were kind of two wars going on in this book. There was a war between the Allegiants and the fractionalists on the inside, and then on the outside there was like the war between in the bureau and everything that, you know, wanted these experiments to continue and the people that didn't. At the beginning, when they first kind of, you know, were at the bureau and everything, I was like, you know what, this is actually not that bad. These people actually seem quite nice. But when I found out that they actually developed the serum that was in Divergent, you know, that turned everyone into these freaking robots, I was like, oh my god, they're so freaking evil. Or annoyed me when he helped freaking Nita. But he annoyed me even more with his reaction when he found out that he wasn't actually Divergent. I'm like, and then Tris is like, oh, it doesn't matter, you know, if you're not Divergent. And he's just going on, and I'm just thinking, oh my god, just accept that you're not Divergent. You know, deep down, you're not genetically damaged. It's just these people's point of view. Don't believe that you're genetically damaged, okay? These people are just cuckoo scientists. Don't believe them. Due to this uprising on the inside, Hero wants to erase the people's memory. And this just goes back to the ending, how Tris kind of saves the day. When Caleb sacrificed himself, I'm kind of like, okay, it's understandable if Caleb dies, okay? I don't care if Caleb dies. But when Tris put herself in Caleb's place, I was so heartbroken when Tris put herself in his place because I thought she's either gonna make it or she's either gonna die. This is it. This is the big moment. In this book, you know, Triss is thinking, you know, deep down I do love Caleb, but I hate for what he did to me. She did it out of love, and I'm just like, wow, Caleb just should be forever freaking grateful. And Triss thinks that she can make it past this death serum. And then she makes it past, you know, the death serum, and you're like, oh my god, this girl is freaking immune to everything. But then, when she's about to do it, Daniel comes. And he freaking shoots her. I'm like, oh, this is it. She ain't gonna survive after what she's been through. And when he shot her, I knew that was the last thing that she did. Veronica Roth, you just killed the main character. No. And then when her mum came and took it to heaven, no, this isn't happening. Straight after that, we're cutting to 4's point of view, and I'm just thinking, I don't want to hear about 4 after what happened to Triss. I just don't want to hear about 4. 4 kind of makes peace with his mum, and then Evelyn kind of makes peace with Marcus, and I'm thinking, oh my god, and this thinking just died here, and I'm me cry because I'm thinking, oh no, because you're right, died was so, and he was one of my favorite characters. I really loved him. He grew on me from the first book, and then when Tori died as well in this book, I'm just like, I did her brother when, you know, he was actually alive. I thought, Veronica Roth, why are you doing this to me? Veronica Roth, you freaking made Peter survive, even though he took that memory serum that erased his memory. You made Peter survive, but you couldn't make, Triss survive, or Tori, or Uriah. When 4 finds out, I am freaking crying. I just had to put the book down because I couldn't handle it. I just thought, nah. It kind of reflects when you saw, you know, jump off the building and all that stuff. And then it cuts to 2.5 years later, and I always cut to years later in book. I was pumping literally like this. How 4 spread her ashes. Mamma mia, I found it so beautiful how he jumped off the Hancock building, just like she did on the zip line, and then he spread her ashes. Christina has the final line. I was smiling, and then it's we mend each other and everything. I'm thinking, oh my god. Beautiful, beautiful. That last bit was really beautiful. I'm still in kind of a mourning period over Triss, because killing off a main character is very rare, and I don't like when authors do it. Very ending to the series, but you know what? It ended the way it ended. I thank Veronica Roth for creating the whole Divergent world. How do you feel about the ending to Allegiant? Just tell me your thoughts on Allegiant. I really want to know. I'm Miranda. Thanks so much for watching. See you.